Okay, let me find the actual source that I had one. Nope. Nope. Oh my god, where the fuck is... I literally just I guess it's this one. I guess I was correct. Oh well. Scuffed stream, let's go. There we go. Hello. Hi, Angry. Hi, Leviathan. Oh, a little bit of a scuffed stream. Yeah. It's been a bit since I've been streaming, so Scuffy to stream, yes. JRM.
Hello, Ashley and chat theme was 37. Hi, another cozy stream theme was 37. Comfy also 55 months. Noise theme was 37. Void theme was 37. Hype theme was 37. EP.
JRM, thank you so much for the 55 months of subbing. That's crazy. 55 months. Damn. Seems so long. Who the fuck are you? I don't know. Who am I? Who are you? You need to know this? Know what? Also, Phil, do you wanna play Are We There Yet together? It's basically Peak, but you have to bring an RV up. TwitchCon. I had a good experience. Let's say it that way. But to be fair, I was stuck in Artist Alley, right? Also, can you guys hear the music? I put my underwear on backwards the last day. Oh. Were you that sleepy? Were you that sleepy? I mean, to be fair, wasn't that also the day you almost flashed me too? So I mean, it's no what? Yeah. We'll maybe I don't know. You don't remember? It was all the day that I cried. I literally cried because of all the. With a flashlight, right? Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, how is everyone? How was it without me streaming? I mean, to be fair, I also didn't stream a lot of TwitchCon prep. Just because, like, I was so busy trying to prep for it. But oh my god, it was so worth it. Honestly. I watched Princess Mononoke in theaters. Hey, nice! How was that? But yeah. I don't really have any pictures or video of the con. I have a picture of my setup. I guess I could show that. It's so peak. Chad, I made Ashley cry. Yeah, you did. Well, it was cry laughing, so it doesn't really count, does it? Here, let me... Also, you guys can hear music, right? Just want to make sure. Image. There we go. There we go. Oh god. Okay. A sec. I'm making it smaller. Let me move myself wherever I am. I don't know. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna move myself over, and then we're gonna take the image and move it over here. There you go. Yeah, that was my setup. Look how good it looks. With the cutout. Honestly, she is a bit smaller than what I wanted, but yeah. I love the jazz in the background. Okay. Yippee. It's not really jazz. It's like a Japanese city pop, but close enough. But yeah, anyways, so day 1. So technically, I was already on my way to TwitchCon, on my journey to TwitchCon on Wednesday, right? Because I had to drive to my parents to pick up my brother's bag because he was going to come the day after. And then I also had to pick up my camping chair because I have like a director's chair. So I'm like higher up. Because if you guys can see with my booth display, there's like one cube. So like I can barely look out if I'm sitting down on a regular chair. So I have a director's chair so that you can see me like there is a person behind the booth, right? But so headed out Wednesday, picked up my stuff, stayed at my parents. And then on Thursday, woke up at 6. At least you have a chair you can sit. You don't have a chair, Leviathan? But yeah, Thursday, I headed out. I do. Okay, good. And I left at 6:20 because I forgot I had to put everything back into the car because my parents don't like me having the stuff in the car, at least in the middle seat. So I had to drag everything back into the car. But yeah. So the drive from my parents down to San Diego is usually 2 hours, right? Well, turns out was like 3.5, 4 hours basically. I mean, I did a pit stop at Dutch Bros. They opened up a Dutch Bros kind of near where Noble and I used to live, and I stopped by. It only was like 10 minutes, so it wasn't even that long of a wait, honestly. But yeah. I'm talking about a store employee that has to stand by. Yeah, true. Yeah. A guy a mod for like stuff. Oh, it's so good. Dutch Bros is so good. I get Dutch Bros all the time. My addiction is gonna be even worse now. So, yeah. But never had it. It's really good. Like, it's espresso and not like drip coffee. So like the coffee is much more richer and like they kind of make sure that it's all like good quality that goes out. Yeah. Two streamers I watch are gonna have Dutch Bros addiction. I mean, for me, it's gonna be kind of worse because I'm gonna be working at Dutch Bros. So, yeah, it's gonna kind of be bad. But anyways, so I had Dutch Bros, and then I went down. I was like, I think there was like a 20-minute difference from when Phil arrived in San Diego and when I arrived. Phil said that he didn't have a problem with like load in for a TwitchCon. That he was able to go through right away. For me, it took like 30 minutes of me just sitting there waiting. But yeah. So I got my badge and everything. By the time I was like in line to get my badge, right, there was an actual like huge line. And I was like, oh, okay, that's different from last year. But it like really depends when you come. We were very early this year. But yeah, so this year they changed it up a bit. So last year it was only the badges that we got that like said what status we were. So if we were community affiliate partner, and then it said like exhibitor or if you were part of the party and stuff like that. So that was your form of identification of getting into the con. This year, they also gave you wristbands where you had to tap in. Although, for us, it was kind of like all over the place, honestly. Because, like, day 1, I didn't even have to tap in. Day 2, I had to tap in into 2 different areas. And day 3, I had to tap in once. So I don't yeah, it was interesting. But we were, so if you went to 3 or more TwitchCons, including this one that was held, you got a special 10-year anniversary pin, and I didn't get one. So Phil gave me his. Because this is my technically this is my 4th TwitchCon, but like the first TwitchCon that I went to, I signed up with my other account that I used to use. Not this one. So yeah. But so we set up the first day, well on the Thursday. And maybe I don't really have a map. But we were on the top side of Artist Alley, like facing into the inner part. And the inner part was like kind of like hangout area. It was kind of set up like a grass area, and there were like tables around. I didn't mind the grass area in like necessarily. I think it was kind of cool for it to be a hangout area. I just didn't like how close the tables and chairs were to our booth. That was the only issue for me. But we did set up. I didn't have any food, and I was getting really hungry, and I don't know what time it was when I was like telling Tom and Phil, hey, do you guys just want to go and grab food? I think it was like maybe around 2, because I remember we were saying like, oh, if it's 4, then we can go to the VTuber meetup. But I basically had everything set up on my display, as you can see, other than like all the little sticker racks and those kind of small racks. But I was able to do that day 1. So yeah. We went to get food in a mall and then also go round 1. And then we went to the hotel because we were all just dead. But yeah. That was basically day 0, I guess you could call it, right? Day 1, we woke up early. Also, issue with the hotel, right? So on the website where I booked the hotel, it said nothing about like, it said breakfast was included, right? Yuya-san,
Thing was
thank you so
37
much
high
for
fuzzy
the
fine doy hyper hey
51
Ashley.
months. Thank you. Yeah, it said nothing about well, all it said was breakfast included, right? And we paid like $23 extra. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll get that hotel. It was cheaper than what we initially had, and the buffet looked good. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's book this one. And we get to the hotel, and the guy's like, yeah, breakfast for 2. Mind you, we're fucking 4 people that are staying in the hotel. And I was like, we're 4 people. He's like, oh, hotel policy is for 2. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm like, whatever, fine. So on the first day, we used 2 vouchers, and then Phil paid for his food, and then we went to the con, and the breakfast was like okay in my opinion, but like I feel like I've had better hotel breakfasts. So, yeah. But we went to the con. Well, that's it. Right. But oh well, it's fine. I could have gone for the cheaper hotel that had free parking, because the hotel that we went with, the parking was $25 per night per car with in and out privileges funnily enough, they only charged us for one car. So, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. But yeah. What else? So day one, got breakfast, and then headed out to the con. I still needed to do a lot of setup and bring like the stamp rally stuff over to people. Yeah, and then basically day one started. It like every single Twitch con, like the mornings are kind of like slow. Like the con starts at 10, but opening ceremonies happen at 10. So people aren't going to come into the artist alley until like 11-ish usually. So it took a bit for people to come up, but holy shit. Like I didn't expect it to go that well, honestly. Like day one just blew me away. Within like 3 hours, I like made what I would sometimes make like in a day for like kind of shitty cons. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? In like 3 hours, mind you. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? That's crazy. Lucario came by my booth day one. And then funny thing, Lucario like kept bringing people to my booth. He kept like being like, "Oh, this person has new me stuff. Come on by." And so he got me a few sales, which was nice. I sold out of a lot of stuff, which I'm happy. Like a lot of like my old phone charms that I want to do updated art for. I sold, and yeah. There's not really much to say about day one at TwitchCon. I don't think. Trying to remember if anything like interesting happened, but I don't think it did. It was just normal day. But my brother and I for the evening went to go get food. Tama and Phil had like a meetup with their stream team. So Kevin and I were alone for the night. We also got boba. Yeah. Day 2 in the morning. I didn't get breakfast because I was still full, and so Tama and Phil went to go get breakfast. And then we went to the con. I drove us to the con that day because we were like, oh, might as well just carpool, save on money. So yeah, did that. Got to the con. And day 2, so usually like the con starts at 10, right? But people don't come in until 12 to 1 because a lot of people party a lot. So, like, they're kind of hungover. They're going to come later. Totally understandable. So, like, it's like a slow start in the beginning, but then, like, it peaks around 2 to 3 and then it dies again. But, like, it was still really good sales. I did better on Saturday than I did Friday. So, like, best to worst day, I would say, is Sunday, Friday, and then Saturday for me. But obviously, that can be different for everyone, right? But yeah, trying to remember. I had people sign my Shikishi board, which I do have a picture on my phone. I don't really have one. Don't really have one on my PC. I could send it over to my PC. Well, I could send it. Oh, I think I sent it to Noble. Wait, give me a sec. I think I send it to Noble, but that's kind of gonna give away what I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, sales were really good. I sold a couple of my Love and Deep Space shirts, which I was happy about because like those took me forever to do, and I'm like glad that people like it. Tama and I went downstairs to look around. Oh yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so before the con started, because we were there early, Tama and I walked around exhibitor hall downstairs, right? And oh fuck, I also forgot what happened day one. Oh my god, fuck. I'm forgetting all these things and now I'm like remembering. So day one, these two people come up and they're like, oh, can we have these Matara things? We're like, they either said like Matara's like project managers or like managers in general. I was like, oh my god, wait, can I give you guys stuff for her? And so I gave them the merch that I wanted to give Matara, and then they still wanted to buy it as well. And then they gave me sticker sheets, like 2 sticker sheets that Matara's selling downstairs. That was really cool. But yeah, that led me up to remembering what. So the day 2 interaction remind me of what happened day 1. So that happened day 1. Now for the day 2 interaction, Tama and I went downstairs to explore, see what there was. This was before opening hours. So we walked around and we were like by the meet and greet area. And we see Matara's booth and we're like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see what she's selling. And we were looking around and there was a person setting up, had headphones on and everything. And then she takes off the headphones and is like, oh, you guys are more than welcome to look around, but I can't chat right now. If you come by later, I can chat. And Tama and I are like, wait. So we keep on looking around and I'm like, okay, we're going to come back later. And then we walk away and we're like, that was Matara, wasn't it? You could like tell by her voice. So yeah. So I got to see Matara, which is sweet, because I couldn't really leave my booth that much to go downstairs and have like the meet and greet kind of thing with her. But yeah, I got to see Matara. That was like the big thing happening day 2. Like around like 2 or 3-ish when it kind of calmed down again, Tama and I went back down into exhibitor hall. And as we were walking down, I saw like another streamer that I watched. She's like an art streamer, and her vibes are like very like retro, like plants and stuff like that. Like I love her vibes and her art streams. Her name's Moyasi, and like I stopped, like saw her and was like said like, oh, I like your stream and stuff, and then she gave me her business card and like a little drawing, like a, it's not like a drawing, it's like you know, block prints. It was kind of like that. So, and then she was like, you're a vendor, right? And I was like, yeah. Like not thinking about much, because like last year she walked past my booth and was like, I like your booth setup. I was like, oh my god, I love your content. So I didn't know if she remembered me, but like based on other things that I'll talk about later, I think she does. But anyway, so that was day 2. Tama and I went down exhibitor hall. Both of us got momos, so I have a momo plushie now. And yeah, the rest of the day was kind of chill. We went to go get Chinese food with some other artists, and then we went to bed. And yeah, that was basically it for day 2. Yeah. Day 3, holy. We were all dead. Well, okay, day 2 in the evening. Yeah, it was day 2 in the evening. Phil almost flashed me. Because Tama realized he had his pants inside out, so he like took his pants off and almost took his undies out with him, and almost flashed me. And then I started laughing so hard that I was crying. One, because I thought it was just such a funny fucking thing. And 2, I was so sleep deprived that I was like done. But yeah. So that was what I like talked about and Phil said about me crying. But yeah. Day 3 we woke up early again to get good parking, checked out of the hotel. We wanted to get breakfast, but I think the cleaning lady threw out, because you get like this little envelope, right? That it says the room number and like Wi Fi on it. And we had the breakfast coupons, 1 key card in it still on the counter. I think the cleaning lady threw it away because I could not find it anywhere. And it stayed in the hotel room the entire stay. So I don't know. So we didn't get breakfast that we paid for extra, but yeah. They didn't charge us for the extra for the lost key card, thankfully. So at least there's that. But yeah, checked out of hotel room, went to the con, got good parking. We wanted to go straight to the exhibit lounge to get some food, but then the guy was like, "Oh, we don't open up till 9." I'm like, "What's the point of us being able to get access at 8 if the exhibit lounge doesn't open up till 9?" But oh well. But yeah. So we walked around Artist Alley a bit, saw like most of the booths obviously were still like closed up, but like you could still kind of see what there was. And yeah, what else? So we got our food at 9, and then it was basically time for us to open up again. And again, people didn't show up till like 12 to 1 again because of the parties. It's what comes with TwitchCon. I forget if this was day 2 or day 3. I think this might have been day 2. But someone came to my booth and was like, "Oh, do you have any Silvervale stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, no, not anymore. Sorry." And I'm pretty sure it was Silvervale's mom. Pretty sure. And then, like, yesterday when I was home, I was like, "Oh, shit, I might have actually still had a Silvervale keychain because I took my retired keychain designs with me. And I don't know if it was only Nanners left in there or if it's actually if I had a Silvervale one left. Now I'm like, damn, I could have given Silvervale a keychain. But day 3. No, this was day 2. Oh my fucking god. I'm like, all these days are like blended together. The reason why Tama and I went down to Exhibitors Lounge on the second day was because Henya, Haruka, and Ariel were streaming and they were up in Artist Alley. And then they went downstairs before going like around to our side of Artist Alley. And I had gifts, and so we ran downstairs. And I ran up and was like, "Here, gifts for them. Their names are on the bags." And then I ran off. So yeah. Something other than Pokemon? Yeah, I don't plan on them playing the Pokemon game, so you're safe here. You're safe. I do plan on... So I do want to play Hollow Knight, though. I do want to do that, but tomorrow is going to be Travel Tuesday. Well, not Tuesday, Thursday, because I couldn't do it Tuesday, but yeah. That would make a good clip. What? Hollow Knight? Or Or the thing that I was talking about. I want to play the new Digimon. Of course you would want to play the new Digimon game. Of course. I'm surprised you haven't yet. But yeah. So day 3. A lot of people were saying there were like streamers walking around and like causing like big lines and stuff. Which I kind of saw, yes. But that was like towards the end. You mean, I mean, if you want to post the clip, go ahead. But I would ask Tama, like ping Tama on it if she wants her face covered. Because I think Tama would probably want her face covered. If that makes sense, Angry.
Holy shit, winds are destroying everything here.
Oh no.
So much carnage. Did a hurricane land here in New Zealand? Also, hi Ash.
Hi, Subject. Thank you so much for the 47 months of subbing. And yeah, JJ was talking about it yesterday about the winds being like high. I hope you're staying safe. But yeah. Lucario brought over Numi to my booth. So I got to give Numi the art that I made of her. And then she was like, I want to pay you, though. And I was like, no. This is a gift. Please take it. And so she bought a Caleb sticker and was like, I want to support you here. Take money. And I was like, okay. And then I also gave her like the stuff that I made for Michi too. Like I had a phone charm of Michi, a photo card. So I was like, please give this to Michi as well. And then I was like, since there was chairs, right? I saw Numi sit down with like another VTuber and then another person. And then I saw her hand off this black envelope to this other person. And I think it was Michi. And I think I got to see her open up the package. And yeah. So I was happy. I was like, oh, cute. I didn't want to go up to her because, like, she put out a statement saying, like, she didn't want people going up to her because she has, like, social anxiety. So, like, I don't want to, like, I wanted to respect her. So, but yeah. I got to see her open it. I was at work when it started. I mean, at least you were inside the building. But yeah. So that was one VTuber interaction, right? And then you know how I said on day 2, Moyasi asked if I was a vendor, right? Well, she came by my booth. It was like here's this keychain of me because she was giving out like fans keychains of herself, and she ran out the second day, and so she came over and gave me one, and she didn't have to do that, and it was so sweet. And I'm pretty sure she remembered who I was from last year, because like I didn't tell her the booth number or my name, and she like still came over. And yeah. And then I also posted on Twitter, and she said that it was nice seeing me again or talking to me again. I'm like, oh my god, you remember me? What? But yeah. What else? Oh yeah. So I think this was day 3. I don't remember if this was day 2 or day 3, but there was a streamer. There was a streamer setting up their like camera in front of me, like their phone, to stream. And the VTuber or the person was off to the side, right? Speaking into the microphone. And like the camera was straight at my booth for like 5 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? Why are they like pointing this at my booth? I was like, what the fuck? Why am I on this? I don't want to be on camera, just solely on camera, being judged for what I'm doing. and then like a person sat in front of it, and then I look over there. I'm like, huh, that person like looks about the height and dresses like my Ruby. I was like, huh, weird. Probably not her. It's okay. And then like I keep looking over, and then I hear her talk, and then I'm like, oh my god, that is my. And then I told Noble about it, and then Noble was like, why didn't you say hi? And I was like, I was all alone at my booth. I couldn't go say hi. And then by the time like I had someone over, or I had the opportunity to go over, there were a bunch of people around her, and so I didn't want to disturb. But yeah. Then Zen was on a like monitor thing going around Artist Alley, and she was literally right next to Tama's and I booth, right next door, and she ends stream. I wanted to give her gifts. I wanted to give gifts, but I didn't want to hunt down the guy because I already had the weird. I assume it was the same guy as the day before, so I didn't want to have another weird interaction. So I was like, it's okay, next time, right? Yeah. It's just couldn't give Zen the art I have for her. But yeah. What else? Towards the end of the con, I look over and there's like a huge crowd, right? I'm like, oh, who's causing this huge crowd? It was Silvervale walking around. I saw a glimmer of Shy Lily there, and then someone else. I don't know who else was there. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't have anything for Silver, so I was fine. But I was like, oh, that's cool. She's walking around. Her cosplay looked really nice. And yeah, I didn't see Shy Lily after that. She like kind of went off. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, opportunity lost, right? and then I see her walk past again with like her bodyguards. And I was just like, fuck it. I was mid-transaction, mind you. Like, the person was telling me what they wanted, and so I pulled it out. And then I was turning to my brother and was like, can you take over, please? I need to do something. So I grab my Shikishi board. I grabbed the stuff that I had made for her. I went over. Then this other guy comes in and wants like a signature and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I'll just wait here patiently. And so they finish up their interaction. Then I go up and I'm like, are you okay speaking German? That was my first mistake. Not only do I already have social anxiety, but like I've been talking English all weekend. So like my brain was not thinking German, so it was all fucking broken. It was so bad. And then like I was so sleep deprived, my eyes were like really red, so it kind of looked like I was crying, right? I was a hot fucking mess. But yeah, I got a signature from her on my Shikishi board. I gave her the stuff I made. And she kind of could tell that I was nervous. It's not nervous like talking to her. It's more nervous because like I was speaking German. I didn't want to fuck up. Two, I usually have to hype myself up for situations. And this was a very impromptu situation. And three, I was very sleep deprived. So, and she was like touching me, making sure I was fine, holding my hand. I was like, oh, okay. It was very cute, but like also felt bad. Because I was so I was so awkward. But yeah, got to talk German with her, and then yeah, that was it. And I here, let me see if I can find. I asked her for a picture because I wanted to send Noble picture, but she doesn't take pictures no more, so I totally understand that. But she did agree to do this. Here, let me give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec, chat. But yeah, I was debating telling her that I was Noble's girlfriend. I was debating, but then I was like, nah, it's okay. I don't need to. Oh fuck. Fuck! Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Oh my god. Yeah. That's my Shikishi board, by the way, that I made this year. You can see Lucario's signature on it, Numi's, you can see Thomas, you can see Phil's. Yeah. 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 And yeah, that was basically it for TwitchCon. Honestly, was not expecting the numbers that I made. That it was crazy, honestly. Like this was the best TwitchCon that I've had. It was close to my anime boss numbers. It's like I would say probably like 600 off, 700 off from my anime boss numbers, which is like crazy. But yeah, would definitely do again. And I wouldn't have been able to get in if it wasn't for Tama, offering to split a table. So yeah. Yeah. I got to talk with a lot of people that were really kind. Like honestly, like the reason why I love doing TwitchCon, and I feel like that's like the con for me that I want to be a part of every year. Like where I kind of feel like I am appreciated for like streaming and making like connections with other people is because of the community aspect. Like everyone's so kind and like actually genuinely has like a conversation with you. Like the amount of people that I had coming up like asking, "Hey, what do you do?" or like asking, "Oh, what's your involvement with Twitch? How did you get a booth here?" Kind of like questions like that. And then like just like people also, so I have like a thing where like if you follow me on Twitch, I'll give a random like emote sticker of myself for free. And like the amount of people that did that too, like just to get the free sticker, but like they also follow you kind of thing. I'm just like, yeah. I don't know, TwitchCon's just different from other cons that I've been to, and everyone's so sweet and kind. Yeah. On I think this was day 2 or so. Day 2 or day 3. I had so VTube Research Lab, they you can rent out a monitor from them and then walk around the con. And these two VTubers like had a session together, and they came to my booth and they saw the Silas. Like I think it was day 3 because day 3 I had the rack like that. So they came up and saw the Silas, and then they were like, "Oh my god, Silas! I shall buy. Let me see what other stuff they have." And like the amount of shit that they bought for me, like they were so sweet. Like they talked to their handler and were like, "Can you tell them please to get us 2 large of the Silas shirts?" I was like, "Oh, they're so cute." And like I could hear what they were saying. Like in the end, they got 2 of the stylish shirts, like one for each person, 2 photo cards, a photo card holder, a phone charm, 2 sticker sheets, and then I gave them like a bunch of like stylist freebies that I had from like our cup sleeves. I was like, "You're already spending so much. Let me give you some freebies. You guys are so sweet." And yeah. And like their handler was like laughing too with me because I was like, damn, okay, these girls be dedicated to Silas. But yeah. Yeah, I hope I get in next year, but we'll see. I feel like if it's anything like this year and they don't really pay attention to who actually streams and who only streams for the apps, I feel like it's going to be a bigger issue next year because so many big art vloggers got into TwitchCon this year and they're making like vlogs, obviously. They're talking about how like profitable it is and like how we didn't have to pay anything for the booth, right? The only thing we had to pay for was booth insurance, right? Or like liability insurance. So I feel like the amount of people that are gonna apply next year is gonna be even bigger, which is gonna make competition even harder. So I don't, I don't know if I'll be able to get in next year. I'm really hoping, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I hope. I also kind of want to apply to EU TwitchCon, but then also I want to get into Dokumi, I think, first before anything. We'll see if I get into that because registrations for that is during another con for me. So I don't even know if I'll have good reception to do that. So that'll be fun. AX apps randomly dropped today. So I applied. We'll see. I was surprised, honestly. I did not expect AX apps to drop today. Mm-mm-mm. Do any of you have any questions about TwitchCon? Mm-mm. Did any of you go TwitchCon? Or would any of you go to TwitchCon in the future? Mm. Yeah, honestly, I was kind of tired out. Like, Monday, I was still at my parents' and didn't come back here until like 10. And then Tuesday, so yesterday, I was dead. I was out. I just, I woke up, was up for like 2-3 hours, went back to bed because like I saw Midna in bed and I was like, oh, let me go cuddle with Midna a bit. I fell asleep for like 3 hours, and by the time I woke up, Midna and Kiro were cuddling with me. And yeah, today I was kind of dead too, and it doesn't help that my back hurts again. I think I'm hyperextending my back, and that's why it hurts because it also pulls into my hamstrings. So that's fun. So I have to work on stretching those muscles. It's overseas, so no fair. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What else? Mm, I have a con in 2 weeks. So yeah, I have to prep for that. I took sticker inventory today. Honestly, I thought I would sell out of some of the Love and Deep Space stickers, but I have like so many, right? That like some went better than others. I was surprised. I hardly sold any Caleb stuff. I was actually really surprised. But crazy enough, I sold out of the Akihabara in the is that the Golden Temple? Well, yeah, no. Oh no, it's the in Kyoto the building. I think I sold both of those designs and was close to selling out of Kumamoto and Kamakura stickers. Which I'm like, damn, was not expecting that. Also, funnily enough, at a fucking K-pop convention, I don't sell any K-pop items, right? I made like Stray Kids and BTS and another one. I forgot which one else. Like photo cards and like a whole sticker sheet. Sold none. None at K-Playfest. I fucking sold out of my Stray Kids sticker sheets at TwitchCon. Like, what are you telling me? And then I sold like a bunch of those photo cards too. I'm like, what the fuck? I was not expecting that, honestly. So yeah. I think that was kind of like an interesting experience. But yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Do, 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 do. What else was as I said before, I sold out of like a lot of my what's it called? Oh my god. Can't think. My phone charms. That oh my god. I sold completely out of Iron Mouse, which like funny story. I was struggling to take off the Iron Mouse keychain, and like the guys like were obviously very big Iron Mouse fans, and so like they saw me struggling, and then they gave me a sticker because of my struggles. I was like, thank you. I sold my last few Mel phone charms. I sold my last Giga. The last Dragon Zen. I have like a bunch of like toaster Zen still. Who else? Surprisingly, I didn't sell any Neuro or Saba phone charms. Thought those would do well, but I guess like kind of makes sense. I only have one more left of my own VTuber, so there's that. I sold out of Zoro and Chopper, like phone charms. Like One Piece actually surprisingly did well. Honestly, based on like the last couple Twitch cons, like usually what's it called? Like usually anime stuff didn't go too well. That's what I was trying to say. But this time actually, yeah, surprisingly anime stuff was doing pretty well. I sold a couple Bungo Stray Dogs stuff, which honestly that's like kind of a niche anime. So, yeah. What else? I sold some Love It. Oh my god. So I have Love in Deep Space blind boxes, and I was like, oh, surely I won't sell out of them. I pre-made 10, and then I had enough for another 10 for me to make. I was out by midday day 2. I honestly did not think. I didn't think it would be that good. I also sold out of all my Genshin ones. The only one that I didn't sell out was Niji Sanji. I only sold one Niji Sanji, which honestly I expected, cause like, yeah, it's Niji Sanji. But yeah, not gonna lie, it surprised me people can find time to make so much stuff. Yeah. I've been doing Artist Alley since 2018. So I have a catalog of stuff. Like, honestly, I made my keychain standees like almost 2 years ago. And it doesn't feel like that. I'm like, damn. Same with my shaker charms. I'm like, damn, that's been that long. My Ganyu shirt and my Hutao tote bag. I'm almost out of them, thankfully. But I debuted them when I did AX for the first time. And it hasn't really felt that long, but it's been long. So, like, it just builds up in your catalog. It also helps if you have hyperfixations and you want to make merch. You're like, yes. I want to know, like, what I'm making kind of thing, right? So yeah, it's if you have hyperfixations, it helps a lot, because I pumped out all that love and deep space since November last year, and the only thing I had back in November last year was the photo cards. I've made an entire sticker rack of Love and Deep Space items. I've made phone charms. I made a shaker charm. I made photo card holders. I added the myth photo cards. I did the lanyard, but I don't have it anymore. I have the crochet plushies now. I have keychain standees. I have sticker sheets, if I didn't mention already. I have postcards. And then the shirts now, and tote bag. So, yeah. Yeah. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit of items if you're hyper fixated on stuff. See, that was me last year with Bungo Stray Dogs. I was rewatching it, and I was like, was that even last year? Maybe it was the year before. The new season came out, so we rewatched everything. And yeah, I made so much Bungo Stray Dogs merch. I honestly have to make some new Bungo Stray Dogs merch though, because I am going to be part of a Bungo pop-up, and I did have people tell me like, oh, they would want to purchase stuff from me, but they already have all my stuff, which, like, it's a great feeling to like know that they appreciate your art so much that they bought everything, but like you also want to kind of offer them new stuff, right? So yeah. Do you guys want to see my photo card that I designed for the Bungo Stray Dogs rally I'm doing though? I finished it. I think you turned out great, honestly. Look at this man. Look at him. It's like the first time in a while that I did like a rendering style like this again. Because I felt like people wouldn't really want like the cutesy kind of looking one that I had like with the stylus ones. I feel like that works better. I don't know. Hello, Lucario. How are you? Thank you for bringing people to my booth. Mm-mm. Hope you made it home safe. Yeah, it's my Dazai. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to talk about. um, yeah. As I said before, a couple weeks I have my next con, and then I have nothing for November, and then I have 2 back-to-back events December, and then I have 2 back-to-back events in January with technically 3 back-to-back events if you're counting the cup sleeve that Tom and I are hosting. And then I get vacation. hopefully. Then you can be, yeah. Honestly, was hoping that I got into SAC anime, but I haven't gotten an email yet, so I assume I have not gotten in. And honestly, based on their track record, probably not going to get in. Honestly, because they kind of like bringing on the same people over and over again, and like people called them out because they did lottery, and like the same people returned. Like 70% of the artist alley was the same people every year, when it was supposed to be returning artists from any year was supposed to be 80%, and then 20% was supposed to be new artists. So it was kind of, yeah, I don't know. They definitely did not. They just got the same people in every single time. And now that they're jury, they can just say, "Oh yeah, it's juried. It's the same people as before every single time." It's kind of annoying. But they'll notice that there's going to be buyer fatigue at some point, because like a lot of these artists that keep getting in every single time don't really update their catalog or like get new items, right? So like people will only buy so much. I mean, that's my opinion on it. I would love to be back at SAC Anime. I would love to, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen based on like them prioritizing people that create content or that they've built connections with. So I'm sure each year, yeah, basically they like get like 1-2 new items, like a couple new items, and then like that's kind of it. At least with like a lot of them that like sell there. So I'm like, yeah. But that's on SAC Anime. If they want to go that route, whatever. I would love to be back, but probably not gonna happen. Which, like, honestly, I'm kind of surprised, because like I sent them this booth setup that I had for AIOC and like all my updated art, and still no. I'm like, damn. Okay, whatever. Nothing changes. Where's the fun? Right? Like you wanna like encourage like having new artists, and like showcasing new talent, stuff like that. I literally was on Instagram today, and this really talented artist was saying, yeah, they're probably never going to get in. Like their art is amazing. Like holy shit, so detailed. The rendering is really good. But they said they're not getting in because SAC Anime prefers people that makes like physical merch, like stuff that's like you can use for stuff. So like shirts, lanyards, kind of thing. And they mostly do prints, but their art is amazing. So like you can at least like change up a little bit, like have some print artists and like not have the same people every single time. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But yeah, so I don't have SAC Anime, but I have ALA, and then I have K-Play ALA. Although tomorrow um AI LA apps open up, and I kind of would prefer being on the impulse side. So I don't know if I spend that extra money like twice. I don't even know if they would like let me switch over. That's the only issue. But yeah. Um but yeah. Um as I said before, AX randomly dropped apps today. Was not expecting that. And so I filled it out right away. AX is juried lottery now. So like you'll go through an initial process of like getting into the lottery system. That's kind of to weed out any like tracers, AI artists and stuff like that, or people that they think wouldn't sell well at AX. And then you go into a lottery. So we'll see. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Mm-mm, mm-mm. What else? Mm, I got waitlisted for MegaCon Orlando though. There's that. Well, that's fine, I guess. I don't even know when MegaCon Orlando is anymore. Oh, March 19th or 22nd. So, I mean, at least I'm on the wait list. I'll say that. It could have been like rejected hard. I kind of still want to apply for Anime Boston, even though it's like when I'm supposed to go to New Zealand. But Anime Boston is so good. I also have to look up when MomoCon is. But yeah. Lot to still do, lots to do. Make sure that I don't miss any apps. Trying to think. Anything else we could. Tomorrow we'll be doing Travel Thursday with subject. um so I don't know if subject's told time yet. Around 3. So around 3 p.m. Okay. That gives me enough time then. Yeah. Subject will help me add some locations to the map of New Zealand for me to go visit. Because my dad and I are probably going to do the South Island this time. I was like, oh, get some insider knowledge what there is to do. So yeah, we'll do that. Again, Travel Tuesday is open, or Travel Tuesday, usually Travel Thursday this time, is open for anyone to submit stuff for. In the Discord, I have a separate tab, I think. Yeah, I have Travel Tuesday submissions where you can submit any plans you have to travel, or if you are traveling somewhere and you kind of want like help. Because I've had lots of people tell me my organization skills and like trip planning is very well, or very, very good. So, like, you guys want to go anywhere? I like exploring places and get inspo on where I can travel next. So it's like kind of a win-win. You guys get to have like a free like itinerary, and I get to have fun content with potential travel plans. But yeah. And then that's Thursday. Maybe Friday I'll do Hollow Knight. Maybe. Cause Saturday I have to set up for a cup sleeve event, and then I'm going to a round one for the auto collab. I want to get my auto figure. Although it starts on the 24th, so I'm like debating calling around the round ones to see if I can get an auto figure, because it's already limited in Japan, so I'm like, it's probably even more limited here. So I want my auto figure. Did you show the weird ass lad thing I got you? No, I didn't. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Did I send it to Noble? I don't think I sent it to Noble. Oh, I have the sticker sheets on here that Matara's managers gave me. Show that too. No, I don't. Also angry. Wait. I'll save this too so I can show you the auto figure. You manage it? No, I didn't get the Silas one. I was fine with just one. Plus, Raphael's my main anyway, so. Tama was debating getting the Silas one, but she would have rather had she would have rather had the what's it called? The Zane one. Let me see. I don't think you should get angry and auto figure too. Wow, I wouldn't even know. See, I don't know if it's going to be limited, and I don't know if I can ship it. Doesn't he have? No, he doesn't. Cause like the only way you can get an auto figure is in Japan right now, or was. No, wait, no, I don't think she. No, she hasn't had a figure. I don't think she's ever had a figure. Do you even have a picture of him? I don't think I have a picture of the cursed Raphael. Wait, did I post it? I think I posted it in the Discord, didn't I? Where did I post it? I posted it somewhere. Where the fuck did I post the cursed Raphael? I know I posted it to... I think I posted it to... Oh, I have this. I guess this is the closest thing. Drive. Let me send this to myself. Give me a sec. And then I can show you guys the keychain I also got from Moyasi. I could have literally connected my phone. Oh well, it's fine. Wait, maybe I can. Give me a sec. Maybe that's faster. Open phone link. Try again. Can I phone link? Link to Windows. Try again. Okay, this might be faster, honestly. Don't need that. Okay, here, give me 1 second, chat. Do I do window capture? Phone link. Let me cut some things out so that I don't accidentally leak shit. There's Tama and Phil and I. Gotta connect phone. But yeah, there's that. Let me hide that real quick while I go look for the next. Here, angry. This is auto collab. Oh fuck. Okay. Look at the auto figure. She's so nice. She's so nice. I'm gonna try and get her. Let's see. Oh yeah, did you guys know? So on Friday when my parents were bringing down my brother, I was like, "Oh, be careful! They might close the 5." And thankfully, they didn't. I'm gonna do the TwitchCon absolutely decked out. Really? I had auto merch. That's so cool, though. That's really cool. I wish I saw them. There's this. So I was staring at Raphael this entire TwitchCon. He was across from my view, and then they brought him over, and then they took a picture, and I was like, wait, and I ran around my booth to take a picture, and I was like, he's my man. I actually forgot to ask him what his name was because I just kept calling him out of. Ashley, how are you? No, doing today? Doing good. How are you? Yeah, I should have run to her. It's fine. It's fine. I had one person buy my Auto photo card. They were like, "Who's that person?" I was like, "Oh, that's Auto. She's a Japanese singer." And then he was like, "Sure, I'll buy that." I honestly totally forgot to mention that she's also a streamer, but also this is the cursed Raphael. This is what Lucario got me. With that photo again. Yeah. He's cursed. He's cursed, chat. And then this was my Shikishi board in the end with the keychain from Moyasi. Look how cute. I still have to line art and color in my little VTuber that I drew. But yeah. I'm doing good today. Thanks for asking. Yeah, of course. Bringing Numa to your booth and seeing you two argue with her. He. She didn't want to take my gift. But Lucario, I saw Numi sit down, across, kind of like in like the grass area, with what I think was Michi because she handed that person the black envelope and she opened it up. So I think I saw Michi open up the gift for her. I'm so happy. Yeah. I was happy. No, I don't know if you saw Lucario, but I got to meet Shy Lily. You saw Michi too? Hey, nice. She was very muscular. Oh, okay. Oh, are you talking about the cosplayer of Michi? Yeah, you're talking about the cosplayer. Yeah. Also, here's my badge, and then a tag, an NFC tag from Tama. Yeah, that's what badges look like this year. And surprisingly, this year, the color of yeah, the color of the lanyard was what you were. So pink was affiliate, orange was partner, and blue was community. I wanted my goddamn blue lanyard. I wanted blue. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. I don't really have any other pictures. Maybe do I have one of I don't have one of me holding a Momo. Interesting. A lot of the pictures I took aren't on here. I wonder why. I saw Lily so congratulated. Thank you! It was very scuffed. But it's okay. I got to hold hands. I got to hold hands with Lily. Noble's reaction. Oh my god. I told Noble that and he was like, "Oh my god, let's go female touch." And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?" And there's not really much else to talk about. TwitchCon. You guys want to see the stack of shit that I had to bring to the con? Miss Giga-chan. This was all the shit. Minus the plushies that I had to pick up from my mom and the chair. Yeah. You had some, hey, nice. That's good to hear. So it sounds like you had a good time at TwitchCon. You want to see Kiro with Phil, with Axolotl? He loves his axolotl. He loves beating it up. Yeah. Was it mostly community members that you met up with, or was it VTubers that you got to see too? Yeah, I'm really happy with this year's TwitchCon. Obviously, that whole situation with the meet and greet, that was yikes. And then hearing like stories from other VTubers, I'm like, yikes. But I myself didn't have any issues with TwitchCon. Yeah, what was I talking? Oh yeah, the 5 was supposed to be closed on Friday evening to Saturday, right? And then they were like, "Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna be closed." During like the military shit that was planned, right? And then they closed it at like 12 to 3, which caused like traffic to be so bad. It like took another 1.5 hours to drive around. And good thing that they did close the 5, because like one of the missiles that they like shot exploded early and like hit one of like Vance's like special cars, like specialty cars that like protect them. It kind of exploded over the 5 and like hit his car. I'm like, well, shouldn't have done that in the first place. But yeah. And I saw some people driving to TwitchCon through that, and then they couldn't get to TwitchCon. They were like, well, I guess I'm not going to TwitchCon today. Because, like, by the time they would have come to the con, it would have probably been already 5. But yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't think, that was right next to. Hey, nice, nice. I had a hotel right next to TwitchCon last year, but it was kind of expensive, and I didn't think I would make enough to justify that high of a cost for a hotel. So we got something a bit further out. Plus, like, getting food would have been an issue too. So, like, I didn't mind going further out. And yeah, we were like a 15-minute drive away from the con, which wasn't bad. And we saved a lot of money. Especially, we saved like a lot of money because, like, people were saying, oh, yeah, cancel, like, either call in or cancel your reservation to get cheaper rates because so many people were canceling their hotels. And we saved like $200, which was like a whole night's stay. Like, what we saved could have been 400 if we didn't fucking get the breakfast that was only meant for 2 people but wasn't advertised. Yeah. That's why you stay with her. Yeah. I mean, I did last year. My brother wasn't there, and then Noble wasn't there, and we were supposed to split hotel costs, and I ended up eating all the hotel costs and parking. Smile. Yeah. So basically, all my con money went to a hotel. That was fun. Cause like I didn't want to have my parents pay for my brother, cause like he was helping me with the booth. I was like, I don't want him to spend that much for a hotel just for him to stay there. Yeah. But this year we split the hotel because it was my brother, Tama, Phil, and I. So hotel cost was split. Sorry. But yeah. I asked a guy on a Wii server if I could be his fourth. It was me, him, his buddy, and one of my Leon's mods. Ooh, nice. That's fun. Hope you guys had a fun time and got along well. That's the most important part, to make sure that everyone gets along. Because if you don't get along, that's kind of issue. My god. Yeah, they were super chill. Hey, nice. That's good to hear. Trying to think what else there is to talk about, but I don't really have that much to talk about anymore. And like, I don't feel like playing a game now because like my back's starting to hurt again. Yippee. I love it when my back hurts. I don't know, it just started getting better. Like, it wasn't hurting anymore, and then like right after fucking con, it starts hurting again. Other southern accents were infectious, and I would find myself talking southern when I was talking to an that's that's fun. Do you usually have a southern accent when you talk, or did it just like naturally happen because you were talking with them? No. Okay, so it just naturally happened. That's fun. That's fun. I'm from Massachusetts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's why you were at Anime Boston. Yeah. Yeah. All this talk of cons reminds me. I never experienced. Oh, you've never been to a con? Hopefully one day. I don't know. For me, I used to go to cons and they were like a lot of fun to go around. And then I started tabling at them, and now like going as an attendee is kind of weird. I prefer going as an exhibitor, honestly, like because you get to see like the whole process of the con, and like you get to still walk around kind of a little bit. I micromanage my booth a bit too much, honestly. I probably shouldn't micromanage that much. I should honestly let my brother take over and stuff like that, but but the micromanaging. Yeah. There's something I want to talk about. Oh yeah. So, I want to start making like actual like clips and stuff like that, and have like a whole channel dedicated to my streaming stuff, and then one whole thing dedicated to what I want to do on YouTube. So, how would you guys feel if I rebranded my streamer name and the YouTube name for my gaming stuff? It's going to be a whole new YouTube channel to Ashera the Witch instead of the Wizarding Journey. How would you guys feel about that? Because I'm so attached to Wizarding Journey, everything being Wizarding Journey, but like it's my art brand. It's my like, it was my DIY stuff. It was my Harry Potter stuff. It was my gaming stuff. And I feel like I kind of need separation from everything. Because like I want to do, my plan is to do semi-animated story times, but focused a lot on the travel aspect and giving travel advice. So that was going to be what I'm going to do on YouTube. But then like I want to have clips to promote my VTuber stuff. So where it makes you comfortable, to be honest. See, I honestly don't know. That's the thing. Like I'm so attached to this name. I'm like, then I'm also in like, I was thinking at the con, like, how do I like sign things for like my like con stuff, right? So like this weekend I kept on signing Ashley Wizarding Journey, but like that takes up so much time. So like if I just did a Shara, that like would be so much easier, you know? For streamers, I saw Chibi, Papa, Mutt, Lena, Heavenly, Cha-Cha, Benji here, freaking knows. Holy! Damn, that's a lot. You got to see lots of people. I'm happy for you. Yeah. I don't know, that was just like a thing for me at like at the con. Like I'm like, what do I sign as? Cause like technically I go by Ashera/Ashley, right? But then my channel name is Wizarding Journey. So would it just be easier to do a share of the witch. Sorry. Clips, yeah. I want to upload clips just to promote streaming content. And I was thinking having like a dedicated channel to like streaming on YouTube too. But yeah, I don't know. Cuz that way I can like it will save the VODs for me on YouTube, right? If I do dual streaming, and that channel is based on solely just clips and my VODs. Sign as a crazy German chick who ate sandwich. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. That's too long. It's even longer than like what I have right now. Like Ashley Wizarding Journey. Like that I don't know. Like all the other like VTubers have like their name and like a signature specific for it that's like short. So I don't know. And then like the big question is, do I abandon my old channel for good, you know? To just start new and build a community that way, cuz like Tama did mention to me that like my old YouTube is kind of based on like the algorithm of like DIY stuff and what I used to do, and not on the new stuff. So I'm not gonna get that much reach on my videos. I don't know. It's kind of hard, cuz like I built that for so long, and now I'm like, oh, I'm kind of starting from square one, but then I don't know, is it going to be worth it? I don't yeah. IHS. I hate sandwich. Oh my god, that's just yeah, it's kind of hard, lot to think about. I have like the script for the first video kind of written together. I had it like a lot more travel focused, and then Noble kind of read through it and was like, oh, I should change this and that kind of thing to make it more kind of like a story time, to make it more interesting. So I have to figure out how I want to rewrite it and stuff. He's good at rebuilding YouTube channels. Yeah. I mean, I can ask a couple people. I already asked Noble, and he said I should just stick with the YouTube channel. So I don't know. I'll maybe ask around a bit. It's been taken down so. Well, taken down is different. Noble's content has been the same every single for the entire time. It's not really changed. It's reaction content. Hasn't really changed, right? So like my content on my YouTube has changed so much. I started off with showing stuff that happened at Universal Japan, and like that kind of aspect of it, like that kind of it honestly kind of travel content, honestly, because like I was when I went to London, I think it was 2017, I had all the clips together to make a video about finding all Harry Potter locations in London. And I still have all the video footage, so I could make a whole video out of it. But damn, like I was already like mentally kind of being like, oh, I want to do travel stuff, but then I didn't, because I was like, you know what, I'll just stick with DIY stuff because that was doing well. So I like after doing like all the like theme park stuff, and then slowly was doing Harry Potter DIYs, and then that slowly transitioned into anime DIYs, and then I saw like that do really really well because no one was making like anime content like that, so it was doing really well. So I kept making content like that. Like I have 2 or 3 school videos, school like DIY videos, making like anime like DIYs. But like those videos took so long to make, and I was in school, I had a job, so like I couldn't really keep up with it. So I had to give up on it. And honestly, I wish I didn't. I wish I would have continued with it, because like who knows where I would have been now. But like it would have been still that DIY aspect. So I don't know if I would have been happy in the end still doing that kind of thing, you know? And then like recently I kind of tried to change it into like an artist alley thing, because I was like, oh yeah, I love doing artist alleys, and that kind of works with the whole DIY thing. But then I was thinking, how long am I really going to do artist alley for? I wanna like potentially move to Japan if Noble will go with me. Oh, we'll see about that. But yeah, so like if I move abroad, like I I I can't do artist alley, so like why am I building up an artist alley channel if I'm not going to do this forever kind of thing, right? Cuz like once artist alley is done, like I can't continue that channel. Like it's so focused on that. Like sure, I could make it into like a artist studio vlog channel, but what if like the art that I'm creating, or if I'm even creating art, is sensitive like material and I can't like show that, you know? So uh yeah. Now wanting to focus on travel content. Honestly should have done that from like when I first had that itch to do. I always loved traveling. I should have just been like, yeah, do something travel related. Out of semi-helpless sarcastic comments, so all I can say is good luck. Thank you. Bam. Oh, lots to think about. Lots to think about. So I like how Tama has like her artist alley stuff separate from her streaming stuff. And I feel like I'm just afraid to like separate it and start from zero kind of thing. But I feel like in the long run it might help. I don't know. This is like, yeah. Thoughts in my brain that I have. Yippee. Angry would be happy just become a horror gamer? No, I don't like horror games. I do want to play Hollow Knight though. I know that's not a horror game, but I want to play that. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday I'll play it. Because tomorrow I'm doing Travel Thursday with Subject. I also wanna play. Are we there yet? And I'll see if like Wolf is interested. Because it's basically Peak, but you have to bring an RV up with you. You should try Jump King. Been told that's. I did try Jump King and I didn't do well. But honestly, that would be like good stream content for you guys, because you could see me like rage. So I guess there's that. Honestly, what I'll probably do is do in the server a game suggestion where you guys can like write down games that you would be interested in and then like react. Like for example, if you Lucario wrote in Jump King, then Angry and Subject could like react to it, and that would tell me, hey, that many people are interested in that kind of game kind of thing. So maybe I should do something like that. What the fuck is even that emote? An evil laughed. Yeah, maybe I should do something like that. Would you guys prefer more games that I play by myself or play with people? Because, okay, so I had like this really cool idea that Wolf came up with. Well, Wolf found online, and then Wolf suggested it to me. And then I was like, hell yes. So we wanted to do a multi-language peak game where we only speak in our language, like in a different language than what anyone else. And I was supposed to play it with another Artist Alley person here in Andrati. And we finally had like kind of 1 3-hour chunk, like 2 or 3 3-hour chunks open, but the like one person that I was doing Artist Alley with never responded to it. So now I'm just like, it kind of fell through. So I'm looking for like 2 people that want to do like the multi-language peak. Otherwise, I honestly wouldn't be against doing that with just Wolf, but I feel like it would be harder. I think it would be funny. My suggestion would be Uno. Yeah, but with Uno, you have to like make sure you have 4 people. I like playing Uno though; it's fun. I wouldn't mind playing that, but you have to make sure you have 4 people and a bit harder, I guess, to get everyone's schedule to line up. But yeah. Hmm. I'll probably also look through Easy Subject Chino Noble. Well, like, if Chino's working, he can't do it. Plus, Chino probably has other things to do, so I don't know how down he would be. Noble, I don't want to always ask Noble. Like, I know he'll probably be down, but I don't always want to like rely on Noble. And then subject has work, so I mean, I wouldn't be against subject joining. I just don't know like his work schedule kind of thing, right? Because a lot of times when I stream, he's at work. So there's that. Yeah. But we'll see. But yeah. Mm, other than that, oh yeah. Um, I know this is like I have so many ideas that I want to do, but I'm like, oh, what if I did an art challenge with like drawing a different VTuber every day? Like, but if I want to start doing the animations, then that's so much work on top of it, and then I actually have work, and I have so many ideas but so little time, chat. Like, I wish I could do all these things. I can't. I can't. Plus, like, the whole, like, drawing a VTuber every day would help me maybe get into, Offkai. But maybe not. I want to get into Offkai, but it's so competitive. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think I might end stream here. because my back is starting to hurt quite a bit. I also don't really have too much to talk about. They're your mards. It's their job to help you. Nah, it's not. But yeah, tomorrow after 3 p.m. PST, I will be with Subject talking about New Zealand, specifically the South Island, and getting travel tips. So yeah, if you guys are interested in travel and learning about New Zealand and stuff to do in New Zealand, come drop by. It'll be lots of fun. Yeah, and then otherwise, if you guys are more into gaming content, Friday, probably Friday, I'll try and see if I can do Hollow Knight. We'll see. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.